So thank you, Uncle Waffle, for having us today. How was your childhood? How did you grow up, and what brings you to music?
My childhood was fairly interesting. I always gravitated towards music because I felt like it was a great escape. You know, I could see myself in those people's shoes, get to see myself living out the dreams. I'm a Beyonce stan. Everyone knows this. If you know me, everyone knows I'm a Beyonce stan. So I just sit around and just think about, damn, she was so creative. How did she come up with this? So I always knew that I wanted to do something creative, but I didn't know where life would take me, you know, because unfortunately we are black at the end of the day. It's hard to tell your parents that I want to go and pursue creativity when they see their friends who did it and then it never worked out for them. So I always tell myself I want to do something creative if time allows, if grace allows. So I just thought initially I would go into acting, but how awkward I am, it was better that I became a DJ, you know, less talking, less worrying. 2020, I was supposed to go to school. Life happened. So I had to start taking online classes. But during the meantime, I got a job to be a presenter at some small little studio that was just freelancing at that point. And they used to bring DJs, and I was like, okay, I want to learn, you know, teach me. I just want to understand, because the decks are here every day. I just want to understand. And then it started off as just wanting to understand and get it, to falling in love with something that was never even part of the creative things you thought you'd ever do, you know? You don't ever think that I'm gonna pursue music as a DJ. Well, I didn't at that point. But 9 months, 8 hours every single day, you're sitting with this thing and you're realizing that you actually have a deep passion for it. You have a deep passion for how it allows you to express yourself.
Back to your name, because when Uncle Waffle came, like, how did you choose it? Because it could have been Auntie Waffle.
Yeah.
Why Uncle?
Honestly, my friends came up with it. I don't really have a cool story behind it. They used to call me Waffles in high school because of the Teen Titans. Don't ask too many questions about that. So when I didn't have social media till like maybe 2019. So when I got on Instagram, everyone's like, this uncle thing is so cool right now. You know, this uncle thing, just put an Uncle Waffles and it makes perfect sense. So I did it. When I first started playing, I wasn't going as Uncle Waffles, I was just going as Waffles. And then the gig that I blew up with, Kai put Uncle Waffles on the poster. And I was like, this is not my DJ name. Take this off, take this off. And I was like, no, it's cool. People are interested in seeing this person is. So ever since that day, it's just been Uncle Waffles.
So everything about you is surprising, because when we see you, we don't expect like, this is Uncle Waffle right there.
Initially, I didn't know what was happening, so I posted the video. I remember it was the show was on a Friday. I posted the video on Saturday at 2 o'clock, normal day. I posted the video. I fell asleep. I woke up to calls, like people literally blasting my phone, saying, "Yo, check what's happening." Okay, 2 hours later, I check. It's on 100K views. Mind you that at that point, I was getting no money for gigs. I was just doing gigs for the sake of one day. I'm gonna eventually get paid. So everyone's like, yo, you can finally get paid. Maybe you're gonna get a 5,000 or something, like you're gonna get a little something. And I was like, great, that's all I wanted. This opportunity was for that specifically. And then I fell asleep again, next day. Everyone's like, my friend called me, I think she called me 30 times. She's like, yo, Drake followed you. And I was like, what is actually happening? Now it's getting serious, actually. Wait, what's actually happening? And I woke up, millions of views, shows wanting to bring me all over the world, you know?
But what do you think made this video viral?
I think
the dance, you, the DJing.
Okay, I think at that point, Amapiano was carrying lockdown. A lot of people were getting thoroughly entertained by people, you know, playing Amapiano, listening to Amapiano during lockdown on TikTok, on Instagram, everywhere, right? So I think people had never seen a DJ like that. I will say this, there were people who were doing it before me. There was TXC, there was Devin Coco, plenty of people were doing it before me. I think people hadn't seen it at the way I was doing it, because my dancing was a little more serious. I don't know, because I just like things. It was my opportunity. That day to me...
You really took the opportunity.
Yes, that day to me was just my opportunity. I had never danced like that at a show before. I was always, I do a little something there, but I was like, it's not that serious. But that day I was like, there's so many people here, I need to make this work. So yeah, I think people gravitated towards it because they had never seen it actually feel like, yo, I want to go see this person do this in person as just a DJ, you know? when did I first feel like I made it? I don't think I've had that moment yet where I'm like, damn, I've made it. There's so many amazing things that happened to me and I'm very grateful, but I think for a long time I was an imposter with what was happening. I was living on the outside of what was happening to me. It's only recently now where I am kind of living in the moment. Last year we did a New York show. That was the biggest capacity I'd ever done. That day, not only was it going to rain, my venue was outdoors, and the crews that were coming to film were going to shut me down. Like, everyone was going to shut the show down. They were like, you have 15 minutes to decide. Are you risking it or you're canceling the show? I remember Kai and I cried. Like, I physically cried. I was like, really? Yeah, because, so headline shows are very important for DJs because as a DJ, you need to show people that you can sell out shows to be able to elevate your own brand. I think that also works the same with artists, I'm not sure. But as DJs, your repertoire is what you can do within venues, right? So it was very important that number one, I was going to be the first Black woman, first African female. You know, it was so important that I did it. So I cried and we were like, you know what? Let's do it. It rained, but the venue filled up.
Wow.
People still came. Crew was
People were still dancing.
Yes. For the whole 6 hours of that event, people came. And that was the biggest capacity I've ever done as an individual. So, yeah, that was a moment I was like, maybe we do something here. Yeah.
You can be proud of you. Yeah, and listen, one of your interview, you said Uncle Waffles is like Beyonce. You said you're a big fan of Beyonce.
Yes.
It's like Uncle Waffles is like your Sasha Fierce.
Yes.
Because you're very shy, like outside of.
Yes. Okay, I wouldn't say I'm shy. I'm just like a little awkward. Yeah, so I just tend to keep quiet. And not everyone receives it well. Everyone assumes that, oh, she's trying to be bratty. No, I literally just have nothing to say. Like, I'm okay, don't worry, I have nothing to say. So yeah, Uncle Waffles is my Sasha Fierce, you know? Yeah, she's my little, yeah. So when I won GQ Man of the Year, that year was the year we had done more than we've ever done before. So there were so many risks that you have to take when you are in an emerging genre, because you guys are the forefront of the genre. So you guys are the ones who take all the L's that no one will ever see, which means that when you don't sell out shows, you are taking the L, but it's not going to be an L for the people who come before you because you've created that space for them. So that year, we had taken the most L's with the risk that we had ever done. So getting that award made me feel like people still recognized the effort. People still recognized the part that's still being created. So yeah, that was an award where I was like, thank you. That actually makes me feel good, yeah. Being a woman in the space, to me, is an advantage. I'll never see being a woman as a disadvantage. I feel like we're very deserving to be in every space. We're very capable. We're actually better than you in every space. It's just that as a woman, people want to pick apart what you do because they assume that there's no way you can do two things at the same time, right? People assume that there's no way you play and dance. But we have so many men that come, they hug their friends, they smoke joints, some things, you know, but no one will ever question it. But when it's a woman, there's obviously something wrong with you. You can never just be good. Like, we all know music. We're all listening to the song. I know where I'm at the song. Dancing 30 seconds does not change the song's life, don't worry. The song and we like this, you know? Yeah. Last year, I decided that I want to start showing the world that DJs can headline, right? Because I feel like Amapiano is such a big genre that dancers are just as much as part of the music as everything else. So doing wireless was a big step because it's a hip hop audience and a hip hop festival. So you are the first one to do it in that space, which means that people don't know the music, people don't know you. So you are there to set a great example for them to want to go and research more and, you know, piano grows. It allows people to really get to go deep into piano. So it was intimidating, especially because I played the same day as Doja Cat. You know, those were Doja's audiences, which means that is hip hop. So it was very intimidating, but I'm proud of what we did. I sucked it up, yes, because I'm not used to people who don't dance, you know. You learn one thing when you travel the world is that people don't dance.
Really?
People do not dance. People do not
So
dance.
what they do? They just listen.
Yes, people experience music differently. They, you know, you go to a place, no one will be moving. you will be sweating. Wig is almost on its way off. And you don't think anyone is enjoying themselves. But when you get home, everyone's like, oh my gosh, I had the best time. I was so hypnotized. And you're like, you had the best time how? When me and you were just looking at each other. I think also we are used to just being cool in spaces now. Everyone wants to seem like they're cool. Nobody wants to do too much. I'm sweating, I'm stinky now. But like, you're outside. Come on, be sweaty, be stinky. That's the point, you know?
Yeah. But apart being a DJ, you're also an artist. I know that one of your songs, Tanzania,
Yes.
made you like. So how did you find the inspiration for this song, and how do you work for your own project?
How I found inspiration for Tanzania. So I actually, almost like 4 months after my blow up, during my blow up, I was learning how to produce already. So when the blow up happened, everyone expected music, but I wasn't ready. Because already, you go from existing in a world, a really small world, to existing in such a big world, and the criticism was so overwhelming at first that I didn't feel like I wanted to open another space of vulnerability. So I was like, I'm not ready to do music, right? So when I eventually decided to do music, I didn't drop the song for like 6 months. We used to perform it even.
Yeah.
And people were like, when is it dropping? And I was like, maybe never, you know? Maybe never.
You were scared?
Yes, I was scared of, it's just, creativity is such a special thing. When you're an artist, you're allowing people to take it and perceive it however they decide. And to me, that is super scary, because to me, this is art. And you're gonna tell me it sucks. You're gonna tell me it sucks. Yeah, so I was really scared, but when I finally dropped it, I was like, I'm gonna do everything I want. I didn't check the charts, I didn't check anything for months. I didn't even know Tanzania was doing well for like 6 months. Until Kyle was like, yo, it's like double platinum, it's this, that. I'm like, I wouldn't even know. I would not even know, yeah. Next couple of years, I have big plans. You know, I still feel like there's so much I want to do. There's so much that still needs to be done for the genre. So there's a lot of things that are in the works, a lot of personal things also. I think a lot of people have been expecting a lot of fashion stuff from me. So this year is officially the year where I'm gonna release a lot of products so people can get to experience me in different ways. There's gonna be a lot more headline shows, and also this year we're elevating the production. Last year was big, this year is gonna be bigger. So everything is just about getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
So do you have some resolution for this year? A lot of people do at the beginning of the year.
Yes, I definitely. One of my biggest resolutions for the year is the product. I'm hoping that this product allows, because product will allow you to internally invest in yourself and everything else, right, creatively. So yeah, product, and we are starting an agency. So there's a lot of things this year. It's just about bringing Uncle Waffles to a different space.
If you can title 2025,
Yes.
how would you call it?
My year of breakthrough. There's a lot of things I've been working on in the background. There's a lot of doors we've been knocking on. This year is the year for breakthroughs.
We can't let Uncle Waffle live without a small dance.